Oh, man. The Magic lose to the San Antonio Spurs 132-114 as the Spurs, the Boots, set a franchise record on threes, and the Orlando Magic, well, we just could never make up the difference, Peesh.
That's it. That's a wrap-up.
Okay, see you later. I mean, we might as well. We know we're just with the diehards right now. We know it's just the OGs that are here, because if you're watching this, you're either a masochist or you really love the Orlando Magic or just hope that we're going to say something funny. So, Peesh, do you have any jokes?
Okay, well, not prepared, but usually I kind of work. I'm an improv guy.
You're going to work them in.
I work them in.
Yeah.
This, I was fortunate enough to watch the game on the live stream with the sports critic. Amir had me on, which was great. It was not a great outcome for us, but it was fun to watch the Magic game with him and check them out. Check him out on YouTube. He streams a lot of the games. And yeah, it was just amazing that everybody on the Spurs could hit a three and did at one point. And I can't believe it's a franchise record for the Spurs. This Spurs team, right? Like not Tony Parker, Ginobili era, but this team sets the record for threes in a game. It was just too much to overcome. I felt like we played okay in the first half, and their three-point shooting was the difference. And the second half, it was just like we were struggling too much to try to get back. And as we do sometimes, we start trying to throw up the three ball, which is not our game. And we couldn't really get over that hump. And it was a good win for the Spurs and a bad loss for the Magic.
I believe they're just coming off beating the Nuggets, too. So this is 2 in a row for the Popovich-led Spurs. And I've got egg on my face because, as I do, I was listening to Locked On Spurs, and they predicted a Spurs win tonight.
Wow.
So I got the Twitter fingers hot.
Uh-oh.
And I may or may not have shouted a tweet their way saying, this is nonsense.
Why did you meddle?
I had to, man. I loved our odds coming into this game. I wrote early on, I wrote, Peesh, that they're soft down low. And we need to take advantage of our big men down low. And Wendell and Paulo started out that way. And I was thinking, man, this is exactly what I was hoping for. I bet on the over of rebounds of Paulo and Wendell, and that came through. But still, we end up losing the boards 42-47. I mean,
they didn't miss a lot of shots, though.
This is true.
Tough to get those defensive boards when most of their shots are going through.
They shot 56.5% from the field, 53.7% from beyond the arc. And again,
that's tough to beat.
Franchise record. But why does it feel like teams so often are putting these franchise best or franchise tying efforts from beyond the arc on us, Peesh?
I don't know. I don't know the exact number. I'm sure someone will tell us, but I did say that when I was on the stream with Amir, that I'm pretty sure I've seen at least 3 or 4 teams now set a record for shooting against us in just the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And, you're not going to win those games unless you have an also franchise record type of night, which we didn't.
It was crazy to me that we were even in that game in the fourth. I mean, 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. We were right around 10 points for quite a while there. And Paolo Banchero came up big early, ends the night with 27 and 6 boards.
0 assists. He must have gotten one more rebound, though, because I think his line was 6.5. And I cashed that out. So ESPN is lying to me. I'm seeing 6 here, too.
Oh, hopefully FanDuel doesn't catch on to
that. You
better
cash out now.
But he started out hot, but then, kind of when we needed those buckets, our guys, Paulo, Markel, Franz to a lesser extent, he didn't get as many shots down the end there, but they didn't come through in clutch time, and that's kind of unfortunate. That was a bummer, because normally it's been a little bit of the reverse. We've seen Paulo step up in those moments. This is the first time where we definitely sputtered.
Yeah, this was a uncharacteristic game for what we can do, especially defensively. But our weakness on defense is guarding the perimeter, and they took advantage of that. Way too many open threes, by guys that, to be honest, some of them, you'd let them shoot a three.
Well, I mean,
But
Jeremy Sohan
They hit him tonight.
let's see here. How many did Jeremy Sohan hit on us? He went 3 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting 27% from beyond the arc this year.
Yep.
I mean, you could see early on they were sagging back into the paint when Jeremy Sohan had the ball. I felt a lot like coming into this game, it was almost like we were playing our mirror image because it's not a great three-point shooting team.
Right.
They need to be, they need to be running and gunning. Yep. That's their game. So it's a little bit different than us. Just the mirror and the fact that we both can't shoot the three ball, I was wrong.
Well, they did shoot the three ball, and that's why they won. Yep. Whereas the same thing happens to us. If we have a good shooting day from three, we're winning that game. And we just didn't have enough tonight. My question for you, maybe it'll be a teaser for something we talk about in deeper on the podcast, is while we all love the defense of Gary Harris, he's not really contributing that much on offense. Is it time for Jalen Suggs to enter the starting lineup?
Let's have a conversation about it, Pish. Let's have a conversation about it because Jalen Suggs, another nice game. 22 minutes, 5 of 13. I actually don't love that efficiency. 2 of 7. I guess when I thought he had a really big game, it was earlier when he didn't have as much volume, but he was pesky. He looked more efficient out there. He didn't look like he was playing outside of himself. And maybe the numbers aren't bearing that out, but yeah, 12 points to Gary's 3. I mean, Gary's just not really taking any shots. I don't know if inserting Jalen Suggs into the starting lineup really makes a difference. Do we really need more scoring in that starting lineup, or you just want him on the court at the end, which we didn't even get a true ending lineup tonight. I think Cole got thrown out there for a little while because we just were down and we needed a three-point shooter, but I don't know. I like just playing the year out like this. I like Jalen getting more shots with the bench unit. Okay. I don't think he's going to get as many with those staggering within the starter minutes. So I like where he's at. Cole, 5 of 13, 14 points. He covered the spread, but just inefficient play really from the guys that we needed. And I think really where this one came down to me most is in those periods in the fourth quarter when it's 7 minutes left, we were within, 12 points, 13 points, somewhere in there. We were getting some defensive stops. We were getting some turnovers, and we just weren't capitalizing time and time again, and that's how you shift momentum in a basketball game, and we had opportunities, but we just didn't do it.
Yeah, unlike at the trade deadline here, we could not shift Mo. And see there?
There it is. That's why you came. You got one. You got to giggle.
Time for the plus-minus, the Pich plus-minus performers of the night.
Oh.
First of all, we got to start with where's the shade?
Oh, okay. Here you go.
All right. Franz Wagner at minus 24 tonight.
Ooh.
Got to probably be one of the worst lines of his year at this point. That is not fantastic.
You can't really hold on though.
Only one Magic player in positive.
No.
Plus minus tonight.
You can't put shade on Franz though. He's coming back from the ankle. He's a He-Man.
I'm simply just reading the numbers here. You can't shoot the messenger on this one.
All right, give us the good one.
But you know who can shoot the messenger is the Spurs because they can shoot everything. Bol with plus 8, the only plus man on the Magic tonight. So
I enjoy.
Sorry,
I don't know if we needed more Bol. Yeah, I want to reach for the patrol.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But it wasn't good enough effort tonight. Still, only 6 points in 16 minutes for him. So I think he just happened to be out there during our positive runs.
Yeah.
This is really just about how well the Spurs shot the ball. I don't think, other than our perimeter defense giving them too many open opportunities, that we played that terrible a game. Just they shot the ball better than us. It comes down to that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's that easy, honestly. I wish there was more to dissect about this or say it was one person not playing well. And getting back to the question I asked you about Harris and Suggs.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, it's not fully formed. That's why I questioned you on it. Because for me, I just thought of the question in live time and was like, I'm curious what your thoughts are. But hopefully I'll come up with some more thoughts before we record our next episode, because I think it might be time to see some starter Suggs.
That's a good plug for episode 41. We're going to be recording that this weekend. If you haven't gone over to the channel, we really appreciate you being here. You know, we just got this new toy. We got the Stream Deck over here. Let me show it to you. As you can tell, I've been playing with the camera angles. So that's because of you. That's because of your support. You're out here watching. You're clicking the little like thing so more Magic fans see this, more diehard Magic fans.
Right.
Or Spurs fans. If you're here, screw you.
And every time they hit that like inside, all I feel is
Kapaya! Well, there was a lot of that. If Jeff Turner would have been calling for the Spurs, there would have been a lot of that tonight.
Yeah. I mean, look, last year we were this Spurs team that lost a lot of games, and every once in a while we'd have one of these games where just everything would fall and we'd get that dub. So I totally get the vibes they're running on right now. It sucks that it came at our expense, but
the Tank Commanders are pleased.
No, I don't think they are. I think they're like, hey, we're trying to lose games.
Well, I'm saying our Tank Commanders in the Magic fam are pleased.
Yeah, I'll never like it.
No, I won't either. It's a tough one to take. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a better effort Thursday versus the Suns.
I would expect a much better effort out the gates. But again, I felt like we played pretty decently in that first half, and they just shot the shit out of the 3-point ball. But if they're the team that wants to make that play in, as we've heard them say, that's their goal. They've got to be able to play better defense and make the Spurs get off that 3-point line and come inside, because they weren't going to beat us in there.
Right.
But we didn't get to see that. We didn't make them do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem.
Yep. So let us know what we missed in the comments, everyone. Always fun interacting. Again, if you're here, you're a diehard. We love you. We'll see you soon. Look out for episode 41. Peace out, everybody.
Thanks for coming.